Welcome back, everyone. So, first, let me apologize for not publishing last week. I was very busy trying to tap into and relearn the magic I once knew. As I'm sure you're aware, vampires are innately magical beings, and before my last hibernation period, I was becoming quite good at it. What you may not know is, when we hibernate, we seem to forget things from the last time we were awake, and sadly it seems that my spellcasting suffered this time around. Now, I initially thought this would be an easy remedy. I have the internet now. A world of knowledge at my fingertips, so I spent some time sifting through various videos, trying to relearn what I once knew. Sadly, there was an awful lot of wasted time doing that, as I discovered that every single practitioner on YouTube is full of shit. Maybe I'll make a video about that here in the near future. You folks might find that utter nonsense quite humorous. In the meantime, Bob did finally locate my spellbooks, and I am now well on my way to regaining my powers. On the downside, it took him so long to find them that he didn't get a video for us this week. So, we're gonna have to go back into the backlog again for this one. We're catching up though. This one is from March, so not quite that old. Let's have a look.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, I hope you've read the title because I hope that this video will go over well.
I did read the title, and I'm pretty sure this video will not go over well. But I suppose I'm a little bit of a masochist, so bring on the pain.
And today we are here. I'm rocking the same sweater I wore in one of my recent videos, but in this video it's very appropriate, okay? Babes supporting babes, very important.
Yeah, important if you intend to highlight some of the hypocrisies within feminism. You see, they get rather bent out of shape when I call women babes, yet it's perfectly okay for you to do it. I'm betting you're not going to talk about that, though.
I was just writing a paper, actually, and I thought to myself, it's International Women's Month, March, and International Women's Day was a couple weeks ago, and so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this video. It's been something that I've wanted to do for a while, but that I've always felt kind of uncomfortable to do, and I've decided that I can say whatever I want to say. If I want to say this, I can, and I'm going to. So I hope you all will take this with a grain of salt. This is my opinion.
Yeah, the standard feminist introduction. I wanted to make this, but I was scared to make this, but I'm so brave I made it anyway, yada yada yada. You folks really need a new shtick.
Let's have a really nice, peaceful, kind discussion in the comments section if you want. You can disagree with me, you can agree with me, whatever. I'm totally fine with that.
Well, thank you so much for your permission to disagree. I thought I was going to have to agree with you until you said that. Boy, do I feel better. To her credit, though, she has left the comment section open, so I guess she's at least marginally better than lots of the others we've come across.
So, I'm going to start with the title of this video, that I'm a feminist and you should be too.
And I'm a cursed, blood-sucking creature of the night, and you should be too. See how stupid that kind of thing sounds now? I don't care what you are. The fact that you are a whatever is not a reason for everyone else to be one as well.
This is something that I've had a journey with feminism. The word, calling myself a feminist, has been a journey.
A journey, please. You're barely an adult, so it couldn't have been a very long one, and judging by your surroundings, doesn't look like it was a particularly difficult one either.
And I think that the fact that it's even been something that I've questioned in the past is really sad to me.
Yeah, it's really sad when you question your beliefs. It leads to horrible things like discovery, understanding, and truth. So sad.
And I'm sure some of you are probably watching this being like, she's crazy, of course you're a feminist, you're a female. Well, not actually. That's not actually the case a lot of the time. And some of you might also be watching this thinking, yeah, I'm not a feminist, like, yeah, I'm a female, but I'm not.
Nope. I do not assume any woman without some outlandish hair color is a modern feminist, because the vast majority of them are not. Modern feminism isn't about women or equality or any of that other horse shit they keep spewing, and most people can see it. It's about power and control. They want it, and they'll say anything they have to get it. They preach tolerance because it sounds good, and morons will follow them because of it. But they are in actuality the most intolerant people you'll ever meet.
So I wanted to start this video by like really simply educating you guys, and if you want to continue to educate one another down below, please do. I took a feminist action course in my second year of university, and it was very eye-opening for me, so I want to talk about that. But to begin, before we go any further...
Fuck. Please don't. I swear, if this is definition time, I'm just going to shoot myself.
I really need to define feminism.
Crap. I can't die. Better get me a new hat, Bob.
For you guys, because this is something that I didn't know until I was, what, like 18, 19, and now I know, and I have to share that the true definition of feminism is equality for all, despite gender, despite ethnicity, despite religion, despite anything else. The sole root of feminism is equality. Men, women, whatever you identify as, whoever you are, you can be a feminist if you believe that we should all be equal.
What the fuck? All that lead up and you still fucked it up? What's the matter? Couldn't remember your mantra? Fine. Let me help you out then. Here you go. Repeat ad nauseum.
And I know there's also people out there who really don't like labels. Sure, if you don't want to have a label as a feminist, don't label yourself as a feminist. But if you hold those beliefs, I mean, that's kind of what it is.
Nope. This is kind of what it is.
So that's like the beginning of what I wanted to start this video with, because I think there's often a preconceived notion that like feminists are man haters. That's not the case. I obviously have a partner who's a male. You know, everyone is welcome. Again, equality.
Yeah, clearly this man-hating thing is just a figment of our imagination. No feminist would say shit like that. Except Valerie Solanas. The male is a biological accident. The Y gene is an incomplete X gene. That is, has an incomplete set of chromosomes. In other words, the male is an incomplete female, a walking abortion. To be male is to be deficient, emotionally limited. Maleness is a deficiency disease, and males are emotional cripples. To call a man an animal is to flatter him. He's a machine, a walking dildo. Every man deep down knows he's a worthless piece of shit. Just a couple of sentences from the first two pages. Plenty more where that came from, but that's just one feminist. Andrea Dworkin. Every woman's son is her potential betrayer and also the inevitable rapist or exploiter of another woman. Nope, doesn't hate men. Thinks we're all rapists, but hey, at least she didn't say she hated us, right? Sally Miller Gearhart. The proportion of men must be reduced to and maintained at approximately 10% of the human race. Pfft, nothing to see here, just about equality. Move along. How about something more recent? Say a 35-year-old writer, broadcaster, and public speaker with a regular column in Daily Life. Nah, doesn't hate men at all. You can tell by her insistence that we should all be killed. Lots more where that came from, but for the life of me, I just can't understand why people think feminists hate men. It's a fucking mystery.
Once you kind of understand that and like grasp the fact that this is not just for women, this is for everyone, I think it's like quite eye-opening.
Yeah, it's eye-opening, all right. When are you going to open yours?
So I want to tell you guys a story, and this is probably my first recollection, or one of the big recollections I have with feminism, because it's nothing that I really like did a lot of research on or really understood when I was younger, and I wish I had, but it just wasn't something that I was really aware of.
And still aren't, apparently.
My first year of university, I was attending a school that was like smaller than the one I'm at now. I ended up transferring after like my first couple semesters there, and it was in the town I grew up, which is like kind of a smaller town than where I live now. And people are just different. Their thinking was different there. And even just like, I don't know how many years ago that was, like 4 years ago, the thinking was very different.
Good grief. That was 25 seconds of completely irrelevant and unnecessary babble. You know, ladies, I love you, but a little advice for you when you're talking to men. It's not that we think you're stupid. It's not that we don't think you have something important to say. It's not that we don't care what you have to say, but could you kindly cut through the bullshit and just get to the point? Think of it like this. We love you, we care about you, we are interested, but we have a limited attention span. If you burn up our attention with unnecessary fluff words, by the time you get to the fucking point, we're no longer listening. Save the novel for your girlfriends, just give us the cliff notes. Thank you.
But I remember I was in an English literature class and we had done a reading, and I don't remember exactly what the reading was on or anything, but I remember the topic of feminism came up.
So, you don't remember the lesson, but you remember feminism. Why am I not surprised?
I remember sitting in class and actually being like, what is feminism? Because I heard all these different opinions and I was like, I thought I knew what it was, but maybe I don't. Like, all these people are saying these different things. Like, maybe I have no idea what this actually is. So while everyone was discussing it, I went on my phone and I Googled it and I read the definition and I was like, oh, like, yeah, I could get behind that. Equality, yeah, hell yeah, I believe in that, like 100%.
So, reading comprehension, not your thing, I guess. Explains a lot.
And at the very essence of it, that is what I believe, without having to label it or anything.
I'm just gonna stick this right here again, because this is what you keep saying, not feminism.
And so I sort of sat there and listened, and I remember there was a girl sitting in front of me who raised her hand and started going on about how she's not a feminist. Her understanding was obviously very off, and I remember sitting there listening to her like declare that she's like not a feminist and how she thinks feminist is bad and stuff, and thinking like, wow, like, this is bizarre. I just read definition and I'm feeling like this is totally something I can get behind, whereas this young girl is thinking like this is a terrible thing that we've developed over time.
So let's recap here a second. You were in a class where you don't remember the lesson you were taught. You evidently don't remember this other girl's reasons for being against feminism, since you haven't told us anything she actually said. You read a definition in a dictionary that you evidently can't remember either, and decided right there and then that you were a feminist. I'm curious, are you going to wake up tomorrow or in a week or something and forget that you're a feminist too? I mean, shit, you've evidently forgotten everything else already. Okay, I'm done. You decided you're a feminist after misreading the definition, and that's somehow supposed to convince the rest of us to be one too? Are you kidding me? That's all you got? I'll tell you, the feminist movement better be really happy that you're not their spokesperson, because you couldn't persuade a starving man to eat a T-bone. Do yourself a favor and take a class in persuasive writing or persuasive speaking, because you, my dear, truly suck at it. I'm going to leave you with a little article written by someone who was once where you are now. Maybe it'll open your eyes a bit. Link is in the description. That's it for this time, folks. I'll see you all next time.